Welcome everyone to today's webinar on how AI enhances in-house legal counsel efficiency. Thank you for joining us today for this webinar. I am Karina and joining me is Sanjeev and Samruddha. Together we represent the team at Beveron Technologies. We are excited to explore how corporate legal teams and in-house legal counsel can harness AI-powered tools to optimize the daily operations. We are also honored to have our CEO, Brijesh Shadan, with us today. Mr. Brijesh is a legal tech entrepreneur based in Dubai with over 25 years of expertise in emerging technologies. He is an authority in legal technology consulting with extensive knowledge of technology trends and their practical applications in the legal domain. We have planned this session to last approximately 20 to 25 minutes. We appreciate your support and cooperation during this time. Please kindly remain muted throughout the session to ensure a smooth experience for everyone. Before we dive into today's session, let me quickly walk you through what we'll be covering. So, we'll start with a brief introduction to how AI is shaping in house legal counsel efficiency. From there, we'll talk about the key challenges legal teams are facing today, things like growing workloads, compliance pressures, and resource constraints. Next, I will share some practical AI applications that are already transforming legal departments, followed by real world examples of the efficiency gains and cost savings companies are experiencing. We'll then look at common barriers organizations face when adopting AI and how to overcome them. To bring it closer to reality, I'll highlight case studies of leading companies successfully leveraging AI in their legal operations. Beyond efficiency, we'll also discuss how AI is helping legal counsel expand their role, moving from reactive problem solvers to proactive strategic advisors. Towards the end, I'll introduce you to Beveron Smart Legal Counsel software, show why it stands out and how it can help future-proof your legal department. Finally, we'll wrap up with the key takeaways and conclusion on why embracing AI is no longer optional but essential for modern legal teams. Now, the topic we are focusing on is something that's becoming increasingly important for legal teams everywhere. How artificial intelligence can enhance the efficiency of in house legal counsel. Now, when we talk about AI in the legal space, it's not just about the automation or replacing tasks, it's really about unlocking innovation, streamlining the everyday workflows that often take up so much of our time, and ultimately driving more strategic value for the organization. In today's session, we'll explore how AI is helping legal departments move beyond repetitive manual work and instead focus more on high value strategic activities. This is about transforming the role of legal counsel, enabling them to act as proactive advisors who can contribute directly to business growth while still maintaining compliance and risk control. So, with that in mind, let's begin by looking at the challenges in house legal teams are currently facing. As we all know, the role of in house legal teams is becoming more complex every day. So, let's take a closer look at some of the biggest challenges. First, there is the volume and complexity of work. Legal teams are dealing with an increasing number of contracts, compliance requirements, and regulations, and this can quickly become overwhelming. Then, second, resource constraints. Most departments are expected to do more with less. Smaller budgets, limited staff, but higher expectations from the business. Then there is the issue of manual overload. A lot of time is still being spent on repetitive tasks like reviewing contracts, line by line, conducting legal research or preparing risk assessments. These are important, but they consume valuable hours that could be used for more strategic contributions. And finally, there's the balance between innovation and risk. Many teams want to adopt new technologies, but concerns about data privacy, security, and ethics often slow things down. So, together, these challenges create real pressure, and this is exactly where AI can step into support and empower legal teams. Now that we have seen the challenges, let's look at how AI is actually transforming legal departments in a very practical ways. One big area is contract analysis. So instead of spending hours reviewing contracts manually, AI tools can quickly scan agreements, highlight critical clauses, flag risk, and check for compliance. That means reviews that used to take 10 days can now be done in a fraction of the time. Next, we have intelligent legal research. Rather than digging through thousands of cases or documents, AI can pull out the most relevant precedents and insights almost instantly. So, this gives legal teams the information they need without the usual time drain. Then there is predictive risk management. Using analytics, AI can identify potential compliance gaps or liabilities before they turn into real issues. This allows teams to be proactive rather than reactive. And finally, workflow automation. That is a routine but time consuming tasks like drafting documents, extracting data, or summarizing content can all be automated, freeing employers to focus on higher value strategic work. So, as we can see, AI isn't just a concept, it's already making a very real difference in how legal teams operate. Now, let's talk about the real world impact AI is already delivering in legal departments. First, faster turnaround. AI can cut contract review and negotiation times by as much as 50%. For example, imagine a team that usually takes 2 weeks to finalize a complex contract. With AI support, that same work could be completed in just a week, which not only saves time but also helps business units move forward more quickly. Second, reducing routine work. Studies show that up to 80% of repetitive legal tasks, like checking standard clauses or summarizing documents, can be automated. This doesn't mean replacing lawyers, but rather freeing them from manual work so they can spend more time advising the business on strategy or handling sensitive negotiations. And third one is improved accuracy. AI can review documents consistently without missing small details that humans might overlook after long hours. For example, spotting non-standard indemnity clause across hundreds of contracts becomes much easier and more reliable with AI. In short, AI acts like a force multiplier. It doesn't replace legal teams but amplifies their impact, allowing them to deliver faster, more accurate, and more cost effective support to their organization. So far, we have looked at how AI is transforming legal departments and the real world impact it's already having. But as with any powerful technology, adoption comes with its own set of challenges. To walk us through those barriers and more importantly, how to overcome them, I would like to now hand it over to Samruddha, who will take us through the next topic. Thank you. Over to you, Samruddha.
Thank you, Karina, for the great overview. Hello, everyone. I'm Samruddha, and I'll be taking you through the next part of today's session, Overcoming AI Adoption Barriers. Of course, while the benefits of AI are clear, we also need to acknowledge the barriers that come with adoption. One of the first concerns is around ethics and professional responsibility. Lawyers have to ensure that the use of AI aligns with legal ethics and professional standards. For example, making sure AI is used to support, not replace sound legal judgment. Next, data privacy and compliance. Legal teams often handle highly sensitive information, so any AI solution must come with strong security and meet regulations like GDPR and CCPA. Without that, trust in the system can quickly break down. Another key factor is training and integration. Even the best tools will fail if teams aren't comfortable using them. So, organizations need to invest in training and make sure AI tools integrate smoothly into existing workflows rather than adding another layer of complexity. And finally, governance framework. Companies that succeed with AI set clear policies for how it's used, who is responsible for oversight, and how outcomes are monitored. This ensures AI is adopted in a responsible and sustainable way. So, while these barriers are real, they are not impossible to overcome. With the right approach, AI adoption can be both safe and highly effective. We just looked at some of the challenges organizations face while adopting AI and how they can be addressed. To make this even more practical, the next part of our session will highlight real world examples of companies already using AI successfully in their legal departments. With that, I'd like to hand it over to Sanjeev, who will walk us through some powerful case studies. Thank you. Over to you, Sanjeev.
Thank you, Samrada. Hello, everyone. I'm Sanjeev, and I'll be taking you through some real world case studies on how leading companies are leveraging AI in their legal operations. Sometimes, the best way to understand the impact of AI is to see how it's already been used in practice and the results it is delivering. Take Microsoft as an example. It's such a massive global operation. The legal team deals with thousands of contracts. They have adopted AI driven platforms to streamline the entire contract lifecycle, from drafting to review to management. This has allowed them to operate far more efficiently while still maintaining control over risk. Then there is Uber Freight. Their business runs on logistic contracts, which can be extremely complex. By using AI for rapid risk assessment, the legal team can quickly identify the potential issues and make faster decisions, something that is critical in the fast moving industries like logistics. And Ford Motor Company has started applying generated AI tools to automate document drafting and review. This doesn't just save time, it also allows the legal department to focus on higher level advisory work while routine drafting happens in the background. These examples show AI isn't the future concept, it is already here, driving measurable results for some of the world's biggest organizations. And the good news is, the same benefits can be applied to legal terms of any size, not just the giants. Up to now, we have talked about efficiency and cost savings. But the real value of AI goes beyond just things faster. It is about reshaping the role of legal counsel within the organization. First, AI enables legal teams to become more strategic advisor. Instead of spending all their time reacting to issues, lawyers can take more proactive roles, advising business and risks and opportunities before they arise. Second, data-driven decisions. With AI analyzing large volumes of legal and business data, counsel can provide advice backed by evidence and insights, rather than just intuition. This strengthens the position as trusted business partners. Third, AI act as an innovative a catalyst. It opens the door for new ways to delivering legal services, whether it's smarter workflows, new collaboration models, or improved client experience. And finally, it creates space for high value risk work by automating the repetitive. Lawyer can focus on the complex, intellectually challenging matters, the kind of work they that not only adds more value to the business, but it's also more fulfilling for the legal professionals themselves. So, in many ways, AI isn't just about doing legal work better. It is about elevating the role of legal counsel to have a bigger impact on the organization as a whole. Now that we have seen how AI is reshaping legal operations in general, let us talk about solution that brings all this together. Beveron Smart Legal Counsel software. This platform was designed specifically for in-house legal teams, keeping in mind daily challenges we have discussed. For instance, automated contract review. The software can instantly analyze contracts, flag critical clauses, highlighting risk or point out deviations from a standard terms. Think about how much time it just saves compared to the manual going through dozens or even hundreds of agreements. Then there is the compliance tracking. Regulations are constantly changing, and missing an update can create serious risk. Beveron provides the real-time monitoring and alerts so legal teams can stay top of compliance requirements without having any manual track to any single change. And finally, workflow optimization. From drafting documents to summarizing lengthy reports or extracting key data, Beveron helps to streamline processes that typically consume hours of lawyers' time. For example, generating a first draft of a legal memo or pulling a key points from a 50-page contract can be done in minutes instead of hours. In short, this software is like having an AI-powered legal matter partner. It doesn't replace lawyers, but it empowers them to work more agility, precision, and confidence. When it comes to adopting any new technology, one of the first questions we ask is why this solution? So let's talk about why organizations choose Beveron Smart Legal Counsel. First, there's the proven ROI. Our client consistently reports significant time savings and cost reduction within few months of using the platform. For example, legal teams that once spent weeks to contract cycle now finish them within days. That translates directly into measurable business value. Second, the user-friendly design. The technology only works if people actually use it. Beveron is built specifically for the legal professional with intuitive interface that makes the adoption quick and seamless. You don't need to read, you don't need to be a tech expert to get a value out of it. Third, robust security. Legal departments handle highly sensitive data, and Beveron has enterprise graduate grade protection built in, from data encryption to strict compliance controls. That means you can trust the system to safeguard client and business information. And finally, continuous innovation. AI is evolving fast, and our platform evolves with it. Regular updates and detailed support ensure that legal teams always stay ahead of new challenges and new trends. In short, Beveron isn't just another tool, it is a long-term partner that helps legal department operate smarter, faster, and safer. As we come to the conclusion of today's session, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. AI is no longer a nice to have legal teams. It has become essential. It helps to move beyond manual, repetitive work and gives us tools to be faster, more accurate, and more strategic in a way we support our organizations. Of course, adapting AI requires careful thought, from governance and training to data privacy and ethics. But those challenges are manageable and the benefit far outweigh the barriers. What's clear is that the AI isn't just about saving time and cutting costs. It is about transforming the role of legal counsel, enabling us to provide more proactive, data driven, and forward looking advice that adds the real business value. And on that note, I would like to encourage everyone here to take a next step and explore Beveron Smart Legal Counsel software. It is designed specifically to help in-house legal teams like yours future-proof operations and unlock greater efficiency and impact. We would appreciate the participation today. Now it's time for your feedback. You may kindly fill the feedback form sent to you in the comment box. Please feel free to visit our website for more details and resources on Smart Legal Counsel.
Thank you for joining us today for our webinar on how AI enhances in-house legal counsel efficiency. We hope you found the insights valuable and inspiring. We appreciate your time and participation. We look forward to your participation in our future webinars. Please remember to fill out the feedback form as it will help us to provide more informative topics in the future. Thank you all once again.